Have you ever noticed that some younger women actually enjoy talking to older guys, but suddenly pull away for no apparent reason? Well, it's not because of age, but because of certain habits that end up killing the attraction. Today, I'm going to reveal the 4 main mistakes that make them lose interest, and how you can avoid them. This video is especially for you if you've noticed glances, signs of interest, but felt that something cooled down along the way. I'll show you the unattractive habits that often go unnoticed, but that younger women hate in older guys. And of course, I'll give you simple, practical solutions to turn the game in your favor. 1. Talking too much about your age. One of the biggest mistakes an older guy can make is talking too much about his own age, like saying things such as, "Oh, I'm older," or, "At your age, I used to do things differently." It may seem innocent, but in her mind, it comes across as insecurity and makes the conversation heavy, as if you're trying to justify every action with the age difference between you. The key point is that younger women don't want you to turn this into a topic. What really attracts is when maturity shows up naturally, without needing to be announced. Think of it this way. When you insist on this topic, you create an invisible barrier between you two. But when you act with confidence and ease, age becomes an advantage, because she starts to see in you a man different from the boys she knows. The secret is to show maturity in your actions, in the calm way you lead a conversation, in clear posture, in how you handle situations without drama, not in words. That's what makes her feel she's facing a real man. 2. The teacher or lecture attitude. One of the deadliest mistakes many older men make, without even realizing it, is assuming a constant teacher role, as if they need to instruct, correct, or lecture on every detail of the conversation. It's that guy who turns even a casual chat into a full lesson. If she mentions music, he explains how the bands really were. If she talks about travel, he starts giving tips about how, in his time, it was better, or how it should be done. If she gives a simple opinion, he goes into lecture mode, full of theories and advice she never asked for. The problem is, for a younger woman, this completely kills the energy of attraction, because instead of feeling like she's facing a magnetic, confident man, she feels like she's sitting in a classroom, listening to a speech she didn't ask for. And believe me, no woman is looking for a man to be her teacher or moral guide. What she wants is to feel emotion, energy, desire, and even a bit of mystery. The big difference is in the tone. When you share life experiences in a light, natural way, like opening windows of curiosity, you convey true maturity, the kind that attracts because it doesn't try to impose itself. But when you insist on correcting, comparing, or monopolizing the conversation, you come across as arrogant, heavy, and predictable. Young women are naturally curious, so when you drop the lecture act and position yourself as an equal, showing your worldview without hurry, without forcing, and with a hint of mystery, you trigger something powerful. She starts seeing you not as someone trying to prove wisdom, but as an enigmatic, confident, magnetic man she wants to figure out. 3. Complaining about the present and living in the past. Another habit that kills the attraction of younger women is constantly complaining about the present and living stuck in the past, as if all the good things are gone. It's that guy who insists, "In my time it was better," criticizes current music, clothing, how people relate, and spends most of his time comparing his youth to hers. At first it may seem funny or interesting, but over time it transmits a heavy, tired energy, as if he has given up on life and only knows how to value what's already past. What a younger woman seeks in a man is the opposite, someone who shows vitality, a desire to live, curiosity about the present, and openness to the new. When you talk too much about the past, you create a huge emotional distance, because she feels she'll never be able to satisfy you. After all, nothing will ever be as good as what has already been. But when you choose to live in the now with intensity, showing that you can enjoy the best of the present without losing your story, you convey something much more powerful than youth. You convey the energy of a man who doesn't stay stuck in time, who reinvents himself, who knows how to enjoy each phase of life without bitterness. This difference is brutal, because a younger woman will not be captivated by a man who seems trapped in old memories, but by one who invites her to create new stories with him, today, in the present, without fear or excuses. 4. Neglecting appearance and energy. The 4th habit that drives younger women away the most is neglecting your appearance, posture, and, above all, the energy you project, because nothing kills attraction faster than someone who seems to have given up on themselves. Many older men think experience, life history, or maturity are enough, but the truth is that women instantly notice when you don't take care of yourself, when you dress carelessly, walk slouched, wear wrinkled or sloppy clothes, or when your gaze and expressions reveal fatigue, apathy, or a lack of enthusiasm for life. It's impressive how they pick up on small signals: the way you move, the firmness of your handshake, the sparkle in your eyes, attention to details. All these elements speak louder than any story or clever conversation. The secret is finding the perfect balance. You don't need to act like a boy, imitate trends, or overdo your appearance, but taking care of the basics: body, style, hygiene, posture, facial expression, energy, and most importantly, attitude, makes all the difference. When you project vitality, confidence, and a love for life, she instinctively feels that she's facing a complete man, someone who combines maturity and experience with vigor, who is not stuck in the past or discouraged by the present, but who approaches life with lightness and power. This energy is magnetic and creates an attraction that goes far beyond appearance. She wants to get close, touch, talk, and connect with you because she senses that being near you means experiencing presence, security, and intensity all at once. Younger women naturally feel drawn to men who balance knowledge, maturity, confidence, and energy because they represent not only stability, but also the possibility of vibrant and unforgettable moments. And that's exactly what makes you stand out from the rest. While other men settle, you radiate strength, vigor, and a zest for life. And that, my friend, is irresistible. So have you noticed any of these habits in yourself or in other guys? Which one do you think drives younger women away the most? Tell me in the comments, because it could be exactly the detail that's holding you back. Let me share a secret. Younger women aren't looking for a guy who tries to compete with their age. They're looking for someone who shows maturity without losing the spark. When you balance confidence with ease, she doesn't see an age difference. She only sees an irresistible man. So remember, it's not your age that pushes younger women away. It's the unattractive habits you can eliminate today. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because I'll keep revealing secrets of female psychology that almost no one talks about. Now that you know, it's up to you to use it wisely.